All right, so a little recap of the day. It's a Tuesday. It's my first time this week. Well, this is the first time This is the first week that I'm doing two-a-days on the court. I'm going to try and get through just about every day this week on the court twice a day. Why am I doing that? I want to build my capacity to train on the court, obviously. I want to learn scheduling, the best way to do it with my schedule. I want to learn the program organization of how to mix in my weight training and all that stuff with it. But the biggest takeaway I have off the bat is just the fear of wasting time. And I don't think athletes worry about this enough, not as much as they should. But throughout this process so far, the biggest concern I have over and over again is wasting time. Whether it's in my warm-up and how to find a way to make my warm-up involve some aspect of more than just warming up. How I can avoid just going to the gym and getting shots up. How I can avoid just working on my ball handling that doesn't translate to anything. I've erred on the side of going very intense when I physically can, and then making things that are normally easy more difficult to challenge my ability. Because I know at that point, at least, here's the hypothesis, that if I am to do something that is easy, I'm already good at that something. So doing that something doesn't provide much utility. But if I do something I'm bad at, I at least have the opportunity to get better at that. The question is, am I doing the right thing that I'm bad at to get better at? Well, I know that's at least going to have a higher probability of being correct if I know the thing I'm doing is something I'm at least bad at in the first place. If you think about it like a flow chart, if you're already good at something and you're doing that something, will doing that something that you're already good at make you any better? I don't know. It's not challenging. So if you're good at something and what you're doing is easy, if yes, then maybe that's the wrong exercise or training drill. If it isn't easy, then it becomes, is this skill relatable? Is this skill translatable? Is this skill something I need? And then is it a good training drill or exercise? So fear of wasting time is probably the biggest thing that comes up time and time again. Another thing that's come up is just the organizing of my lifting and not doing too much just because I like it. And making sure small things like I eat my food right away when I get home and all that stuff, just to expedite the recovery process, is so important. So in today's training, you saw me work out. It's a Tuesday. I worked on acceleration work. And acceleration work is hard because it's hard. And it's acceleration jump shooting. But it's acceleration in the sense that I'm doing a dribble move into my jump shot. So there's two factors going on. There's one, the initial, maybe three. The initial acceleration, accelerating while doing a move, and then accelerating while doing a move into your jump shot. And all three are somewhat connected yet distinct. And so by default, I just did tons of reps at high speeds and going at speeds that made me uncomfortable. I could do this half a step slower and make all my shots and not turn the ball over and do moves that look cool on camera. Or I could do this at a really high speed, lose the basketball, dribble it off my foot, time and time again. And you know what? The workout looks horrendously boring because I'm just sprinting. And the difficulty and variability come in the form of my effort, not necessarily in the drill selection. So I might try harder to push off of one way versus the other. I might do my step back behind the back versus between the legs or whatever. Constantly pushing the envelope. Again, that makes it difficult. Now, because it's a two-a-day and today's technically my lower demand day, in the weight room, I did some concentric only trap bar pulls and some pre-hop box jumps, and I really wanted to get some lunges in as well. Now, that workout is actually from my athlete training team. It's for a training team where I program for people who are interested in my online program, and you can check it out. You don't need to be an athlete to be on that team. It's not the exact workouts I do on the court. It is a general program to help build athleticism. I use a lot of that programming myself. So if you want to have access to that programming, the programming that I too use, and apply it to your world, well, that's a great place to check it out. So that's a free little plug right there for myself. So I did that workout, and then I'm going to eat here. I'm going to go back to the court later today. And we'll see how that goes. And so I'll keep you guys updated in that process. Right now, I'm pretty happy with how my body's feeling. My hip, again, is still sore and painful at times, but it's so much better. I think it has, like I said 4 weeks when I first felt the pain, the type of pain, especially with the efforts I'm putting in. And I think that's about the right time frame because it's much less noticeable now, and I'll run and not notice it at all. Especially when I'm warmed up and stuff. So I gotta make sure I take care of it, stay ahead of it, and make sure that when I'm doing all this loading on my legs, I continue to manage the process of recovery. So I appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the little video. And as always, thanks for subscribing, following along, and take care.